Hey guys, I'm here with Denitra, and today I'm going to make a flower for you. I know there's a million tutorials out there on flowers and roses and all that, but I want to show you these ones that I've been making this weekend. This one here, yeah, I made this one. Actually, all of these are handmade, but I'm going to show you this one right now, and then here they are in different colors. So, very easy. I used the Plankton Schoolbook Cricut cartridge to cut these flowers. Okay, this flower is, I wrote down the measurements so I can remember. This flower is 3/4 of an inch. And then this one is 1 inch. This one is 1 1/4. And then these two are 1 1/2. Okay. You need one and 3/4 of an inch, one at 1 inch, one at 1 1/4, and then two at 1 1/2. And you need something to manipulate them with. I've been using paintbrush and Bic marker. I think a stylus would be, got some color. I think a stylus would be easier to use, but for right now, this is what I'm using. And you're going to need some scrap paper. This is copy paper. And you're just going to roll it into a ball. I found the easiest way to make a flower that needs like a rose bud or some type of foundation is to start off with a ball. And that's because I ripped, well, I know you guys are going to cringe when you hear this, but I took a flower either from I Am Roses or Wild Orchid Craft. I can't tell them apart, but I've ordered from both of them, and I couldn't remember, I don't know which one it was, but I ripped it apart, ripped all the layers off, and it started off with a piece of styrofoam, maybe, I don't know, it was hard, but it was in the shape of a ball, and I said, okay, that makes sense, have something to wrap around, so that's what I'm going to do. So you want to get it really tight, you don't need any glue or anything, and then you just want to take this first flower and just kind of, I'm going to use this hand to show you what I'm doing. I'm just going to roll it. I'm right-handed, so this is hard to do, but, and you just roll it in the middle, and that'll make the petals kind of bunch up like this. Okay, and I'm going to use my right hand so I can get it going. Okay. And then you're just going to take a little bit of hot glue, and you're going to take your ball. You don't need a big one, because this flower isn't that big. Actually, this is too big. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. So this is thin paper. This is plain old copy paper. If you're going to color this, if you're going to use a colored flower, I would spray or color the ball the same color, just in case it peeks out. Oh. Okay. So just a dot in the middle. I've got some paper in there. Okay, and just put it in the center. Got hot glue right here. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to get glued in the center. Okay. So you'll see it's not even that pretty, but you're not going to see that part. Hope you can see. Okay. And now we're just gonna fold this up. Squish it. Squish the petals around that ball. So I'm just squishing them up around that ball. It's really tight. And you keep doing this until you get it as tight as it'll go. Just kind of hold it in place. You could add glue here or there just to hold down the pieces that might stick out. But you really don't have to. Okay. And this is what your bud will look like. Okay. Now we're gonna manipulate the other petal, and you're basically gonna do the same thing. This one goes next. The next one goes. Use my right hand. I'm gonna go out and look for a stylus. I think it'll be easier. So this flower is going to cup the same way, just around the bud. And then the other ones will be the ones that you twist in or out or whatever. And then another thing I use is a paper piercer because it's really skinny. And I'm going to take the corner of these petals and roll them in a little bit. Okay, so see, turning in just the corners. Okay, and now I'm going to put a glob of glue on this flower. Okay, you want a nice size glob. So when the glue squishes out, it'll help hold on the petal to your rose bud. Okay, so a little bit squished out. And you want to squish it out really good. Okay. Now the rest is easy. Okay, so these last one, same thing. You want to get a good roughen up the petals with your paper. Roughen up really good. Now these petals you're gonna curl out. I do this beforehand, and I'm gonna do it again after I adhere it to the first part of that. I'm going to show you something real quick. You see how the petals that are curled out, they're all the way smushed into the flower. I'm going to show you how to get that. So we're going to put glue in the center, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of glue on each petal, almost to the top, not all the way to the tippy top. So looks like this. You can see that. Okay, I'm going to hurry up and get that on. Okay, so you can. Yeah. And then my petals folded up. And that's fine. Just go back and roll it down. And this one, see how that one's kind of off? I'm going to glue that down. So don't be afraid to add glue where it's not meeting up. I'm going to tell you guys, I ran out of mulberry paper flowers. I have maybe 10 altogether. And I just said, you know I'm not going to be able to purchase any right now, so I'm just going to make it myself. Okay, so this is what this will look like. Okay. And then these are just simply just getting it smushed, you know, real good in the middle here. And I'm working on a mouse pad, but this isn't working that well. Okay. Now for these petals, you're going to curl the corners down. That's if you want to. You don't have to. You can curl them up, or you can leave them as they are. Just curl them back. If you're going to color these, obviously you color them first and then heat set them, or heat dry them. Okay, that's what this one looks like. We're going to do the last one like that as well. Just kind of break up the paper a little bit. Curl your toes, corners down. Now this flower has 5 petals on it. I mean 6 petals. I think having an odd number would be easier. But this looks good. Okay, so now we're gonna just glue this in the center. I want to try to offset the petals just a little bit. They're not gonna offset perfectly, not to stud, but you can just try to. Okay. And then this one you're going to offset with the last petal. I'm just kind of smushing it up a little bit. I think this is really pretty. Okay. I'm just putting this blue paper up so I think you can see it better. So, it looks very good on the project. As you can see, I've used them on this card, and then to make this one, when you get to your 4th flower, you'll just curl the petals down and then stop there. Okay. To get this one, I've only used 3 petals, but you'll do the same thing, just smaller petals. Just go a smaller size. This is the 3D flower from the die. One of my favorite. I love doing that. This is a mini album I'm working on. I'll go ahead and show it to you guys real quick. It's a double pocket page mini. And then this pocket.